Hi everybody, Spartan here from SpartanTrading.com. Just wanted to give you guys a quick little video on the top free resources that I think will be useful, especially if you're a new trader coming in for either day trading or swing trading or just looking to get into trading. There's a couple things that I think that are out there that are free currently that are fantastic and very beneficial to use. The first one we're going to be going through is, the charts for just looking at basic, chart formations, what's going on in the ticker in the short to long term. We're going to be going over a newswire that has a lot of information and free information from just people who contribute from the actual trading environment, and then a very nice free scanner, which I actually still use to this day, which is fantastic for screening out industries, looking at particular companies that you want to know more about and the basic fundamentals on them, etc. So the first thing I want to talk about is the free charting software, which is on TradingView.com. I'll throw all these links in the description below. But TradingView, which gives you a nice, clean picture of kind of what the stock has done in the short to long term. You can add in indicators. You can add in EMAs, SMAs, which are simple moving averages, and exponential moving averages, which can be used to trade off of, an EMA. Basically, when a stock crosses an EMA to the upside, the moving average that is below that price now becomes some sort of support level, and vice versa on the downside. An EMA or an SMA is above the price, it becomes a resistance level to the upside. So you can look at basic, you Google basic strategies and basic EMAs and SMAs that are being used out there. But this is a great place to start if you're looking to learn how to read charts, learn how to figure out formations, etc. Very clean charts, really easy to navigate through, fantastic, picture quality, etc. You can screenshot these things. You can put in watch lists. You can build watch lists. It gives you, some of the headlines as well associated with what you're looking at. It gives you some of the basic information, the amount of volume on the stock during the day, the range of the stock during the day, some of the technical analysis indicators as well. So it's just a great tool to be using, especially if you're just starting out. You can take notes, etc., etc. Another thing that I'd be looking is for a basic news source to be looking at articles associated with, PR or news that can be moving the stock up or down. And I like to use Seeking Alpha for a basic free source. There's a lot of paid newswires out there. That's, typically I'm using paid newswires during the day when I'm trading, but this is a great starting point, is this Seeking Alpha. You can search up, for instance, Apple. There's a lot of information and articles, especially blogs from just, traders in the community that are putting things out there. So this is also a good place to look for that type of news. You get basic information on the earnings as well, and they have a nice forum as well of people that are currently talking about the stock, etc. Last one I want to talk about is Finviz, which is the screener that I like to use. They have fantastic basic screening software for building watch lists. Let's say you want to look at a lot of companies in one industry. You can come here, you can go to, let's say the sector is consumer goods, and you can look at, let's say, beverages. So people, that are buying some sort of beverage, you want to look at those types of companies, and you can quickly figure out all the stocks that are publicly traded within that industry. You can, further weed out some of the companies by adjusting the market cap, which is the how big that company is. You can weed things out by looking at, the average volume, current volume in the stock. You can go from certain price levels. If you want to play stocks that are only under $50, for example, then it only puts the ones that are under $50 there. Great, basic screener for figuring out what to look at, where to look at if you have some sort of idea. Also, you can screen the fundamentals if you do understand the basics fundamentals. There's a lot of stuff on Investopedia, which we'll talk about as kind of the last thing. It's not one of the top 3 things I would be using, but it's a great back-end source for information. So you can look at the fundamentals, and then there's technical screeners as well, crossing certain EMAs to the upside or the downside. Fantastic tool to use. Another good thing about this is it gives you a nice picture of what's going on in the overall market. So great free information here. I recommend, these 3 sites for charts, news, and then screening and finding ideas. And the last one I do want to talk about is just the Investopedia. And this is basically kind of an encyclopedia for everything finance. You can search on Google, basically anything like what's a stock, and then put dash Investopedia, and the Investopedia is going to give you some great definitions on stocks, options. They got basics on chart formations, basics on, option strategies, etc. So fantastic tool to be looking for on the back end in terms of, information about certain things. If you want to know more in the finance industry, the great tool to be using. So that's all I wanted to go through, just some top 3 tools that are free out there that I like to use and that I recommend to new traders to be using. Again, my name's Spartan from SpartanTrading.com. If you guys are interested in kind of checking us out, give the website a click and you can kind of read through our bios about us, who we are, etc. Anyways, that's it for me right now. Hope you guys have a good day and be safe trading out there.